shooting sports can be exciting, and part of that is just hitting your target, but a lot of it is mastering your firearm. But there's nothing like, once you start shooting steel, there's nothing like that instant gratification of knowing that you've hit the target. I bought a couple of small steel targets a few months ago at a gun show. In fact, I know you probably heard it in the back of my video. But recently, the company that I work for, they have a manufacturer that actually builds things for them, displays for them, who actually has a company that makes these steel targets. And word kind of got around, and before long, I started talking to R&Z Targets out of Bourbon, Indiana. And it's Jim Reed. He fabricates all of this right there on site with really excellent steel. And so these target systems are really great. So we're going to take a look at this one. This is actually their rifle target. And to be honest with you, I've had this for a little while because I've been wanting to take it out to my rifle range. But I have to take it out to a special place that I shoot because my normal range I can't shoot steel. But I also can shoot pistol, and so we're going to take a look at just shooting this. I'm going to show you the setup, but I want you to check out rnztargets.com. There is an incredible array of different kinds of targets that these guys fabricate, and just a lot of fun. A lot of it is a lot of fun. It starts about $32 all the way up to to whatever you want to do to set up a range. And if any of you have watched Hickok 45, you know that steel can be a lot of fun. Now it comes in this canvas bag. Of course, you can buy the stand itself without the bag, but this really helps in getting it out to the range because this is heavy, but it needs to be heavy for the rifle rounds. But with two handles, ties up, made of canvas, it's a pretty cool little system. Of course, all you do is just untie the knots, has strings around to tie these off with. Here's your target. Here goes the pole which the target fits between, the rod. Then we have the four legs. Of course, the leg just fits up here at an angle, and then at the bottom you have a pole to really drive it into the ground. This gives it a heck of a lot of stability. Plus there's also a hole in there, as you can see, if you want to drive a stake or a peg through there. Now this is the bar that your target's going to rest on, and it's held in by this cotter pin on one side, and then we're just going to pull this off, and then your target will go in between this one and this one. Just slides through. Now the good thing is, this is a very steep incline that I shoot on, so this will work perfectly for that kind of scenario. And really there is some adjusting that can be done here, or some room, leeway. Once you get your poles in, you can adjust it. And the weight of this thing is so heavy that it really holds itself. So you're going to be allowed to be swinging. You want to really check this though. You want to swing, make sure that you're stable. Especially if you get about 300 yards off. You don't want to have to run back when this thing hits the ground. Okay, we got her broke in now. Now we can start shooting. I'll tell you what, this plate can take it. It would swing a little, as you can see, but really, to be honest with you, this is really, it just took the paint off is all it did. Went for these stupid glasses fogging up. The humidity out here is terrible. Of course, it's been raining, and so these things would fog up. My glasses failed on me, but the R&Z Target lived up to its name, and I'll tell you what, excellent. Highly recommend it. Now you can go to their website and see all this information, but one of the cool things I think is once you buy the stand itself, you can purchase more of the rods and then add different targets. So you can have a multiple of the same system, so it makes it very modular. They also make a number of stands to hold your targets. So if you're out in a field and you makes it a very stable platform to be able to set your target up and then put it up. Now there's some caution that needs to be taken when shooting steel. It can come back and bite you. They recommend 25 yards, which to me is a little extra safety, but really you can't hurt. 25 yards is good because I've had some steel plates, just freestanding steel plates, that have come back and popped me 22, 9mm different ones. One good thing about this plate is though it swings, and because it swings it transfers some of the energy here and then swings and then drops. I also like to angle it just a touch. That way it's not going to come straight back on me for any reason if it does happen to come back. But it really should fall flat here. But to be honest with you, you need to do your research before you start shooting steel, because steel can be dangerous. Not necessarily lethal, but it sure will put a bruise and a wound on you, and you better be wearing safety glasses. Okay, you see the target here? Let me show you something. That's where that lead is hitting. I'm gonna tell you what, you better be careful. It'll do some damage. It peeled that paint right off. Think about what that would do to your skin. All I'm saying is don't go with cheap. Go with something substantial. And look at that. That is substantial. Now I've actually had this target for a little bit and I haven't been able to shoot it with my rifle. This is made for rifle. So as soon as I get out to a rifle range, I'm going to be doing some more testing, and you'll be seeing this on the channel a lot. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic.